All right, we're live in the Bud Light Studios. It's lunchtime, and we got special guest alert coming in studio with us right now. Devon Toews is hanging out. You're here to do some commercials, make your radio debut, but hanging out with us for a few minutes, which we certainly appreciate, man. We're kind of talking about that, getting used to Denver a little bit, taking it all in.
From Vancouver, talking about the weather and stuff. I won't ask you if you've ever heard of a place kind of outside between Vancouver and Seattle called Sugar Babies. I'll just throw that out there. Maybe you have, or maybe you haven't.
Okay, good.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Well, you're a class guy, so I mean,
usually.
All right, before we want to have some fun, man. We don't just want to berate you with a bunch of hockey questions, but they'll come. Just tell us a little bit about summer, day with the Cup, things like that. What was an off season like as a freaking Stanley Cup champion?
Yeah, I think everyone's saying it's short summer. What was it like? It was perfect summer for us. That's the way we look at it. So. My family and I, we got away. We went down to Emerald Isle in North Carolina, just on the beach for a little while. Spent about a week and a half there. Came back, jetted out for a few different things. Josh Manson and I went to Pebble Beach for a weekend, so we got to enjoy that. That was pretty cool.
Did you play golf?
Oh, yeah. We played 4 rounds.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Now, did you play all of them? Did you play Spanish Bay and all them?
Yeah, we played Spanish, Spyglass, and Pebble.
See, and I was told that either Spanish or Spyglass
is
way
the best
much
course there.
more
it's incredible,
prettier than Pebble Beach.
Yeah,
just doesn't have the name.
Pebble's so cool, and there's a reason why, and you can see it when you play it. But from a golf, no, he's so good. He's way too good. From a golf perspective, I think Spyglass is the best golf. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah,
it's just a different life down there. It's like you get down there and the marine layer comes over. You don't see the sun, and you just feel like you're in your own world. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that is sweet. That makes it all worth. You mentioned a while ago, so you win the Stanley Cup. You guys get to have fun. I was lucky enough when I played a million years ago, won an NBA championship, and it's like the greatest summer that you ever have because when we grew up as little kids playing our sport. The dream was always that, right?
Yeah,
it was the pinnacle.
Absolutely.
The key is the hunger there to repeat and have that same type of experience again.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it on one of the nights after, like 4 or 5 days after, we were all sitting around, hanging out, having drinks with it, and the hunger was already there again because you just have that feeling of how awesome it is to win it and how awesome it is to share it with the city of Denver, our fan base. Like we took it around, I think 6 or 7 places one night, and every place was going crazy with the Cup. It was so cool, and I think that gave us the hunger to do it again because you just see how much fun you have doing it.
And you really see the fan base. I mean, the fans. The fans of the Avs are nuts, right? But I mean, it had to be crazy when you went out with that.
Yeah, they were incredible. Some of the places we went, they just piled around. They didn't even go into the place. They just wanted to get a glimpse of it and. A few of the places, I think we were just surprise pop-ins, and it just went nuts. It went absolutely nuts. So it's fun for a bit, and then you just want to get somewhere and sit down and chill a little bit. But for people to get the chance to see it was really cool.
That hunger you're talking about, and we ran a little promo on the station of McKinnon saying, like, I'm not changing. I am who I am. Is that holding true? Is Nate here through the first couple of weeks of camp and everything you guys been doing?
Nate's always Nate, and he's he was in early. I spend my summers here for the most part so far, and he was in early and getting to work. And from day one, you could tell he's got the hunger. He's got the fire in him, and he's getting on guys, and he's being a leader for us. That's what leaders need to do is hold guys accountable, and especially early in the year, like when guys are kind of have that summer hockey vibe to them still, and getting them to dial in and get to work was really, really good for a lot of us.
You ever get to hit him?
No, I don't hit him. I get it away from him before I have to hit him.
Well, and now, plus, if he wants you guys to eat healthy, he can float that bill, right? That's on him now.
Absolutely.
You're buying all the quinoa.
Yeah. We're talking to Devon Toews, and Kel McCarr is going to come and hang out as well. You guys are in here cutting some new spots. I got to ask you this one. Again, non-hockey question, but we got into this yesterday, and we were upset on behalf of the Colorado Avalanche. There was a poll out there that had Jared Bednar as the 15th most handsome coach in the league, which is outrageous. I don't know how he's not number one. That is a handsome devil, that Jared Bednar. 15th. Did you guys discuss it? Does it make it to the locker room? And are you here to campaign for your guy?
That one hasn't made it to the locker room yet. I'm sure it will, whether Bedsy brings it in himself or one of the guys brings it up. But no, he's got to be top 5 for sure. It's been talked about. I think Rod Brunemore's got to be the most jacked guy, coaching wise. But Bedsy's right behind him. He's always in the gym lifting and wearing tight shirts too. So medium should be up there. 15th doesn't do him justice.
Yeah, we don't get to see it, but he's wearing the medium shirt.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
He's working out, right?
Yeah. Equipment guys ran out of larges apparently.
Well, if you got a little bit of it, show it off.
We got a guy named Chris Dempsey. I don't know if you met him, but Dempsey's a little bit like that, and he's jacked. He's works for Altitude TV for the Nuggets side. I mean, jacked. In fact, bigger than Bedsy.
Oh yeah, bigger than Bedsy.
Oh, I mean, he's
less handsome though.
He's losing his hair. Let's be honest.
Well, now, with what's going to happen this year, and you're talking about the hunger, and there's some new additions, and Georgiev is obviously one of those that is a big key addition. Losing a Stanley Cup winning goaltender the way that you guys did last year. What are a couple of the things you've seen from Georgiev and kind of the faith that the organization and franchise is putting into him? Is that trickling down to you guys in the locker room?
Yeah, we're excited to have him and Frankie. We love our duo back there, and obviously we haven't had the chance to play in front of Georgie yet, but we have all the confidence, all the faith in the world. Kemp's was great for us last year. I've been here 3 years, and it's been 3 different goalies, and we've had success every single year with a different goalie, it seems. So, and injuries and whatnot, Frankie stepped in. So we really feel like these two can do the job for us and do a really good job. And, whichever one's going on any given night, we're excited to have them.
You've played with Frankie, but with Georgiev, what's the adjustment period for you guys in front of him of like, he likes to do this, the rebounds bounce this way.
But he's got to learn what they like to do too.
True.
Yeah, I think it's more so once we get in there, it's more so playing the puck. That's really the only difference. We don't have any say in how a goalie changes his style of play. Most goalies, you can't really tell where the rebound's going to go. That's more on them to try to put it to spots where it's easier for us to deal with. So we can't do much there. Structurally wise, we'll keep everything to the outside. We love our decor. We think we're the best. We really do. We think we're the best.
When you got another stick handler come back in Gerard, right?
Exactly. We're deep back there, and we're confident. So if we give our goalies opportunity to make saves, we expect them to make them.
Let me ask you this. You talk about growing up in Vancouver, but you know a little bit of the American culture and sports culture and everything else like that. Like the greatest athletes when in high school, they were the pitcher, star pitcher on the varsity team, and they were the star quarterback on the dang and boom. That being said, playing with Kel McCarr, we'll have him in a little bit. How the hell did someone put him back in defense and not on the wing or someplace?
I don't know how that he was made. Like that kind of specimen came to be. He's on a different level. I don't know. He's so good defense. I think defensively fits him better. Offensively, he would be a star in this league for sure. Defense just fits his style. The way he skates, he gives him more opportunities to beat guys and join the rush and get open space. I think that's something that, as a defender, you can really generate and find a lot of open space more so than forwards can, I feel. So he's on another planet.
And they allow that for you guys too. I mean, I thought that was the difference in the playoff run. I mean, and when you watch and compare whoever you're playing, Edmonton, whoever it was going to be, St. Louis, just that rush from you D guys, not just Kale, everybody, Byram came in. I mean, you guys, that's the whole difference of your team, I felt like.
Yeah, it's molded into our structure is what it is. It's not like it's, just a certain few guys. Mans can jump in, EJ can jump in, G, Bo. We have so many guys that can join the rush, and it makes it a really fluid attack, the way we can move. We can find, 2 forwards up top and 2 D down low, and it doesn't bother us. So that's where a lot of teams, they get stuck, or they're stuck in structure a little bit where the D have to stay on the blue line or stay back. And with how fluid we play, it really makes it fun. Because
you just mentioned it, the talent that you have there, and McNabb actually talked about this a lot on the broadcast last year. That exactly what you're saying, jumping into a play. EJ mentioned it once late last year too. You think hockey's evolving that way, or you guys just have, non-humans playing hockey?
Yeah, it's definitely evolving that way to be more of a 5-man attack instead of, 3 forwards and 2 D. But I think just the way we skate as a group of 6, group of 7 back there is something that a lot of teams struggle to defend and don't have as well and try to emulate. But we just have the perfect personnel to do it as well.
And plus, the thing about this, not everybody's as deep line-wise. as you guys are either. So you got second, third, and fourth line defenders that can bring the puck up and do damage also. And a lot that now you're going against third and fourth line offensive guys that aren't stopping that rush, at least during the playoffs last year.
That's where we're so deep is, sometimes it's fun when you get to play with different lines in our system because you get a little bit more space or they want to give you the puck a little bit more just because our D are so active. So, the forwards, we get the puck to them, they get it to us. It's definitely a two-way street on that one.
That's cool.
Let me ask you something, not non-hockey, but Taser, right? They call you Taser?
Yeah.
You're 29 years old, we found out earlier.
28, going to be 29.
28.
Come on, man.
my bad.
Don't age it, dude.
Young
Try
buck,
to age it,
young
dude.
buck, young buck.
You've been sitting in them sunbeds too much. It's starting to shrink your brain.
Taser, are you familiar with the show American Gladiators?
I'm not.
Well, it's an all-time great. You know.
Actually, I am. I'm familiar with the show. Yeah.
That. There was a guy on there named Taser.
I did not know
You
that.
have the most badass hockey name. You're Taser. You could also be playing American Gladiators.
I wish I could. If I
No, you don't.
I got to get on Betsy's program if I want to get on that.
Maybe I jacked all those guys. That was like the
huge.
first show when
They're
I was growing
crazy.
up that you see the dudes jacked. You're because you never saw
They're
athletes
massive.
with their shirts
Yeah.
off or nothing like that.
Yeah.
And these dudes came in there, even the girls. Oh my gosh.
There's some guy like Turbo crushing an idiot like me. It's unfair.
Well, I mean, Dan Tanner can crush an idiot like you. Hey, so I'm going to ask you a broadcast question now. Do you ever listen to Connor McGay? Have you ever listened to any of his calls? I know you guys are usually playing when he's working.
Yeah. I usually try to stay on the ice.
Yeah,
when
which
he's working.
is good.
Yeah. When he's working, I'm usually working. But I've heard a few of his calls. He gets quite into it.
He gets into it.
He gets quite into it.
So, Tan, did you have a couple? We have a couple for you, or at least one for you that he called. So we wanted to play it for you.
All right.
Assisted by number 96, Mikko Rantanen. And number
Here comes
8,
Devon Toews into the Predator zone. He scores! Devon Toews led the charge from his own zone, east to west, coast to coast, into the back of the net, and just like that, 22 seconds apart, the Avalanche are up 2-0 on Nashville.
When you meet Connor, you don't know if he has that in him.
Right? He's just kind of a mild mannered.
If you see his putting stroke too, you'll think he definitely doesn't have that kind of fire in him. But ask him about that next time. There's a couple of photos floating around from the charity golf tournament that did not do him a good service. That's for sure.
Yeah, Connor projects like that, and you don't expect it, and then you see Mosier, and you're like, I'm not even surprised this guy can make it to the broadcast.
Well, you know Mosier. If you know Mosier, you know he's going to be goofy on a call.
Yeah.
Like you've heard there's cow guts all over the field. Have you heard that call?
heard that?
I haven't, no, but I've heard they like to chat during the game a lot.
Yes, they do. I also want to ask here, going back to the Cup celebration. We had the conversation, and was it Bednar, I think, was asked about it earlier on. Just in your opinion, I don't know if you know of everybody's day, who would you say had the most fun with the Cup?
I mean, every single guy I think should say themselves.
Yeah.
Just because you gotta spend it with your close friends, your close family, people that have been there through your hard times, your good times, when you needed help, when you needed somebody to pick you up. Those are the people that are there for you all the time. So for me, just my close friends and family, being able to experience it, hold it, drink out of it, have that day and have the time that we did is something I'll never forget.
So down at Civic Center Park during the celebration, everybody's up there. One, I don't think anybody was sober. And by the end of the thing, not even the radio guys that were calling the parade, I'm not sure.
We had a great time
much after.
Yeah.
Although when your boss comes up, hey, can you give me a beer? And I'm
Yeah,
like, okay. Sure, no problem. Who was the best for you that got up on the mic? I mean, Mikko, I think I forgot how to speak English now. I mean,
yeah, I don't even know if I remember those. Really.
Nice.
Like, honestly, Nas, I think saw a few videos of Nas's, and he seemed to be having fun. We couldn't even really hear it behind.
Really?
The speakers kind of were far back and pushing out that way, so we really couldn't even hear a lot of what was going on the stage. So
that's cool.
It was more so if you got pushed up there, you had to just go and say something.
Dan, you don't have
and then
what's that?
move
Good morning,
on.
Denver.
Yeah, so this is how we start our show every morning. Is I welcome in the show, hey, good morning, Denver. We're gonna have fun, all this stuff, and then this hits.
Denver.
That's Eric Johnson.
That sounds about right.